A center point. Is this cool with you, Jack? When you slept around there.
What is he gonna do? He's what? Is he getting on the car now? Huh? No, you fine. Right, do you like that shot with the tree or no? You want to lose? Right?
I always assume we're doing good. I'm about to say, like, at this point, that's the best thing. After you, I really, like, man, I gotta catch up. Him and then you at the showcase. Everybody was having frames like that.
Pan left. That's what I'm saying. Do you want the camera truck left or right? Go ahead, keep going. Keep going. Just keep going.
But yeah, we need
to. You breaking up on the headset. Answer the phone. Okay, is your headset beeping?
They said it was on phone.
You know, we're not good. Walk up the first
yes, so
I'm speaking up. You know what? On behalf.
Get your mom coming in. These people right here are coming
Go ahead, Doc.
yes. I have a case study.
Brother man. How you doing? Good? Appreciate it. Doing good? Yes, sir. Be safe, bro.
You too.
That's the operator. Yo.
I think sure granddad. I didn't know about that granddad.
That's crazy. First step, you gotta stop the car.
You gotta get something now. I didn't get the memo. For real. I feel like I gotta switch positions.
Consecutive knockers. Brody ain't got shade. Oh. Whoop. Let's go ahead. Swap. Good.
All the niggas got the shade. I never got the shade.
Hold it. Why is he holding it? Seems like he should have chance to get on. I ain't gonna lie. They gonna have John. You know how John be going.
What's that? Don't me, baby. No, it's sure.
They got bro from Beckman all the way up here. You don't get it. Well, the planes rose to the seashells. By the lake, over there by the motorcycle on 8th Street. Shit, birds falling and shit. Why are planes? Why are birds falling? Why are here? Good, I said planes swimming. On 8th Street. I can see the horse flying on 9th Street. Hey, water wet. This is real quick. I want to know everyone else. I'm not. I got all this right there. Hey, you don't know right now. See, you ain't gonna say water wet.
Water ain't wet.
Water.
Is it dry?
I poured water on some water. Is that water wet? Is it wet water? Say what the hell? Guys, are you serious?
Okay, watch this.
How can you be?
Wait, pause there. Pause there.
No.
I brought
The water's not wet already. Put it in more water. It's water. Well, you in the water. You said, "Oh, I'm so wet." Hold it. Hold it. Still. Hold it. Let me go in. Woo! Boy, for the child. What's up, bro? Good. Right. Ready for it to be done.
Yeah, tomorrow.
Brother Metro? Start again, right. The next day. We almost done. Hold it. Bro, start to this thing, bro. What you playing? Hey, dog.
Anybody that wears that? Anybody that wears
Okay.
Like I turn around and everybody's
Arrow's gone. Oh yeah, no, I have.
You know, John was the first time.
I don't know if it's back home. Yeah, I just see that on TikTok. Yeah.
You like the ice coach though. He the coach. Oh no, I need to drag you by. I'm talking about like oh yeah. Oh no, I believe it.
So you take it? Yeah. Oh, I'm about to text you, girl.
He intentionally trying to hurt. What's your start? Right here. You push up to the done. We'll call the whole time out. Push up till you hear yeah. Even then, don't even go over there till they come over here. Don't even buzz. Don't care nobody that wishes. They come over here and attack you. Still doing push-ups. You better not stop. I'm calling another one. Right. Throw a child's flag out there while I'm at it. Show y'all gonna be right.
That's it.
Hold it. Come on, man. Hey, John. John. Y'all not gonna do it. Why y'all not doing it? You doing it? You like what's cuz from Sweet Life? Is that Cody? No, it wasn't Sweet Life. It was that Cody. Yeah. Esteban. Yeah. Esteban. Yo, that's your name, B.
Okay. When he come over and swallow it. Okay. Full access.
No, you do the job.
Don't touch the door, Queen. You got it.
Yeah. So what's I don't so.
You don't.
What do you like?
I like a little.
I'm about to say, I just said a black ticket now.
I'm about to get on that.
What am I about to do? Right, no matter what. My Lord. This I'm in the number, dog.
And you don't run away from the door.
You got to keep,
I'm minding my good business.
Yes.
Yeah, your fault. Now I'm on you now. What's up?
never went bowling. I went there. I bowled before, but I'm still not having bowled there. I've been to the place, but I did not bowl.
Oh, okay, I got you.
Food is good there.
Yeah, that's really good.
Oh, is it? Y'all filming it?
Oh no.
We trying to speak me right. Travis, your face.
Going home to people to know.
I was in my room right now. And then I had to come, and I had to be here.
You had time to go. It started at 5, we ended at 6.
Oh, yeah.
We was all there. We were all there grubbing.
And it was good,
It
too.
was good.
Well, listen, work. I had to go to class and get my final and take notes. Okay?
Then I was being serious.
After that,
Serious gentleman.
I went back to my room, rested my brain. It's been a long day. So which one of y'all gave her the shirt? Oh, me. That one. Which one of y'all gave her the shirt? Oh, wait, wait a minute. Oh, who you with? My bad.
Where you get that from?
But you're right. That's how I'm doing. Unless she was just scrambling and probably. Right over there. Right over there, you know? So no, somebody got let on there.
I'm looking at you, sir.
Walking home. I don't hear it, guys. Walking home still like, because they got little baby. They was up there with us. We seen him last semester.
I'm about to say, I seen him and DC.
Yeah.
I'm not joking.
Y'all just catching up. Y'all trying to use what we done already. We know what shit is going on.
Why are you doing this?
Why you say hey and then you don't say name? Yeah, ain't nobody story buzzing right now. What's going on, baby? We're gonna keep it up there. Over the fire too. I'm about to call the bed. What's going on now? Ain't nobody posting too much.
No, they didn't. I promise they didn't.
That boy baby said, yeah. Big Brian ain't coming. He's not. Yeah, you already know. Hey, he stopped in St. Louis. That's all I had to hear. What?
We going to LA, I was like, you can go.
Yeah.
That would be like a dope, like travel out to a random city, or not a random city you want to go to. They have different hospitals, one night.
Yeah, people do that.
That's hard.
People go to a concert when they go to different cities.
I definitely got planned that. Yeah, you got to plan to get that. Sure. You on my way? I feel like that idea actually like thinking outside the box. Like, go to the yeah, go to How you doing? You good? Nah, I'm about to say I just seen that shit. If the other door no, we got to do it.
What am I gonna do? I'm going to my small little Are you ready? I'm friends with It's nice.
Oh, you have to know that it is. You have to know
I'm not playing.
Hey girl. How have you been? We have those too. We have the LA Times. I'm excited to go back
Switching batteries.
As time goes by, the feelings get stronger, and our kisses last the night. We're getting better with time. I let this one of a kind. Oh yeah.
And that slow weed. doing? Hey, scholars, women and men of CAU. Good to see you guys. Lord, mercy.
Ladies and gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, the fifth president of Clark Atlanta University and our first lady. Let's give it up for Mr. and Mrs. George T. French Jr.
President and First Lady. President and First Lady.
Welcome. President French, First Lady French, we thank you for joining us to salute our inaugural fifth president of Clark Atlanta University.
Dr. George T. French Jr. Let's all give him another round of applause. Woo! Woo! As we join here today, led by your students, your student leadership, your campus organizations, we bring you the student salute. And without further ado, as you all get settled in, we'd like you guys to come with us to enjoy a night filled of many, many surprises. So, Cameron, are you ready to get this show on the road?
Oh, yes, oh, yes. Panthers, get ready, get ready, get ready. We have a treat for you on today. We are gathered to celebrate the man of the hour, President George T. French Jr. Yes. Over the past 3 years, our leader and president has been at the helm and keeping this illustrious institution afloat. To a dynamic, auspicious, and inspiring leader, we say thank you. Today, we celebrate a leader, a friend, a mentor, and a father who embodies the 5 pillars of excellence: scholars, Panther pride, faith, the arts, global citizens. We have a student-centered president who cares first and will go to bat for the students at Clark Atlanta University. This is one exceptional university with one exceptional leader.
And for our first surprise, we would like everyone to look at the screens as we will see President French's face when he sees yet again his students and what they have to say about him. And since we have a moment, it's gone. We'll be waiting. That's what I'm saying, since we have a moment.
Great work, and we're so proud of you here at Women of CAU. We thank you for everything that you've done. We thank you for being a leader, an innovator, and just leading Clark Atlanta in stride. And we are so proud of you for being our big number 5. Congratulations again. Sending you many, many blessings to you and your family.
Hello, Panther family. I am Cameron Randall, a doctoral student in the Higher Leadership Program, the program manager for the HBCU Executive Leadership Institute, and your 33rd graduate SGA president. We are gathered here today to celebrate the inauguration of a stellar leader, President George T. French Jr. When I think of Brother President French and his leadership style and guidance, these are some of the words that come to mind. President French is intentional, tenacious, strategic, innovative, empathetic. He's a thought leader, honest, he builds leaders, and most importantly, he is God-fearing. I'll leave you with this. What God ordains, he maintains. Congratulations, President French.
Greetings, everybody. I am Larry Wells Jr., the 4th Mr. Clark Atlanta elect. And on the behalf of the men of CAU, I would like to congratulate President Dr. George T. French on his inauguration and the impact he has made on this campus. Thank you for your service and advocacy, and we cannot wait to see you shine still and prosper. Thank you so much.
Greetings, President French. My name is Destiny Wells, and I have the pleasure of serving as the current graduate SGA Vice President and the upcoming President-elect for the new school year. When given the opportunity to say thank you to a man who has done so much, I was really struggling to figure out how do I pinpoint just one thing. But the thing that keeps coming up for me as I reflected on our interactions with each other, the way that I've been able to see you interact with those that are around you, is intentionality. As a counseling student, I hear this word so much, but to actually see it in action from you has been amazing. And I don't just see it from you, I see it from the people that are around you as well. The way that you all are intentional about moving CAU forward, the way that you all are intentional about wanting the best for your students and for this community. And from that, everything else flows. So I wanted to say congratulations on your investiture. And I also wanted to say thank you for being intentional about your vision and your mission for moving CAU forward. Congratulations.
Greetings, I am Khalil Darden.
And I'm Sterling Sorrell.
And on behalf of the Gamma Kappa chapter of Kappa Alpha Psi Fraternity Incorporated,
we would like to say congratulations on your inauguration.
And thank you for continually helping the student body.
Greetings, I am Devin Dickinson. I currently serve as the chapter president of the Alpha Phi chapter of Alpha Phi Alpha Fraternity Incorporated. And I just wanted to say on behalf of myself, the brothers, and the students of this institution, congratulations, Brother Dr. George T. French, on your inauguration. You will continue to have our full support as you continue to push the momentum of this university forward. 06.
Hello, my name is Michelle Wise, a graduating senior business administration major with a concentration in marketing. And I'm also a member of the senior class council serving as president and a member of the sweet Alpha Phi chapter of Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated. I just wanted to say thank you, Dr. French, for your intentional leadership and your efforts to put CAU on the map. We truly do appreciate you and love you. Happy inauguration.
Congratulations, President French. I just want to say, on behalf of the CAU student body, thank you for all that you have done. I personally consider you a campus father, and I know that we all feel the same. Congratulations on your inauguration, and we want to show you gratitude and love. Sincerely, your 33rd Miss Clark Atlanta University, Jada Jenkins.
Greetings everyone, I am Omar Wines, the third Mr. Clark Atlanta University. I just wanted to wish a huge congratulations to President Dr. George T. French Jr. on his inauguration. Thank you for the impact you made, and thank you for believing in us as students.
Hello, Dr. French. I am Khalil Taylor, a junior accounting major, and I currently serve as the Undergraduate Student Government Association treasurer. And on behalf of the 33rd administration, we want to say thank you for everything you have done and congratulations on your inauguration.
Hi, I'm Morgan Saman, a sophomore economics major from Jamaica.
Hi, I'm Hadija, a junior in finance and company.
Hi, I'm Nicola, a graduate accounting student from Benin.
Hi, I'm Cassie Smith, a freshman psychology major from the Bahamas.
Dr. French has impacted the CAU campus by connecting with all the students, especially with the international student body. And we would like to thank you, along with First Lady Dr. Bacon French, for welcoming us into your homes, listening to our concerns, and providing assistance whenever we need it. And we would also like to say,
Congratulations, President French, on your inauguration on behalf of the international student body.
Félicitations, Dr. French.
Congratulations, 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 Dr. French.
I mean, just wow. Wow. President French, how do you feel?
That was a great display of an abundance of love.
Yes, yes.
Next, we will have a monologue by Mr. Joel Fernard. Joel Fernard.
In 1865, the Grand Dominion of Atlanta University was established. For 123 years, it stood as the Mecca for African Americans far and wide who yearned for nothing more than to capture the burning light of education and to manifest its essence into the soul of our community. Not far away, in 1869, the Kingdom of Clark College opened its gates to children of knowledge and scholars of life. In 1988, these two kingdoms realized the power that lies in unity and decided to merge in an effort to rise above oppression and mold the greatest community leaders, innovators, influencers, and scholars the world has ever seen. Since then, the dynasty of Clark Atlanta University has reigned as the most noble entity in the world, and leading it in these efforts, embodying the university's vision, values, tradition, and honor, has been none other than a visionary sent to lead through the turmoil and into the victory, the university president. In 2018, President Dr. Ronald Johnson will be ready to move on to enjoying the next phase of his life. And so the flock of CAU will be in need of a new shepherd. Little did they know that their new president will be hand-delivered to them by God himself.
That was amazing. And right now, we would like to take the time to give a special shout out to none other than our First Lady. May you please stand? Yes. Woo! And for our students, I'm going to tell you why we would like to give First Lady French a shout out. Because First Lady French has and will continue to implore international business, international scholars, and most importantly, us as international leaders here at Clark Atlanta University. And for her efforts, for the Study Abroad program here at Clark Atlanta's efforts, we truly say thank you for making us global leaders.
Next up, we will have two scholars from our Clark Atlanta University International Affairs program to make a special presentation to President George T. French Jr., Mrs. Nicola Ramdihan and Mr. Caleb Redeye.
Good evening, President French, guests, and scholars. My name is Nicola Ramdihan, a graduate student pursuing the Master's of Arts in Accounting, and I'm from Georgetown, Guyana. I, along with Mr. Caleb Redeye, are pleased to have this unique opportunity to present two distinctive artistic pieces to you, Dr. French, both created and designed by your scholars.
Good evening, everyone. I am Caleb Redeye, sophomore dual degree engineering and computer science, and I'm from Ethiopia. As Ms. Ramdihan stated, both pieces were designed and created by our scholars to commemorate, celebrate, and acknowledge your vision for success for all of Clark Atlanta University. Dr. French, would you please join us on stage for a very special presentation? Your students got together and provided a backdrop to what we have embraced as your vision of one exceptional university. To that end, Mr. Christian Alexander, an art major and a graduate of class of 2020, provided for you his interpretation of one exceptional university. Unfortunately, Mr. Alexander could not be with us this evening. On a side note, he's doing well as he's about to complete his first year of study at the Arts Institute of Atlanta. This piece embodies the inclusiveness, hope, and potential of all students at Clark-Atlanta University. On behalf of the student body, I present to you Dr. French and one exceptional university.
Let's vibrate higher, let's open the skies up. I hear you intensely. Cause when I need you, you're always she who I knew you were meant to be. Emotions running deep. You echo what I speak. I keep you close cause you were made for me.
Dr. French, I hope you enjoy your artwork, but we're not done yet. We all know that the Clark-Atlanta University student embodies many attributes. These include faith, Panther pride, scholarship, the arts, and global citizenship. At this time, your scholars would like to present to you this one-of-a-kind acrylic art piece to remind you of us, as well as to show our love, support, and dedication to you as our president. This piece encompasses the words that you shared with us, facing the rising sun together. We hope this too reminds you of our journey together to continue and support the legacy of this great institution.
President French and scholars, we told you we had a treat for you on today. Guess you guys didn't believe us.
And now, before we hear a wonderful selection from our Philharmonic Choir, we would like to bring to the stage Christiane Holmes as she reads a piece called The Search.
The search. A search began far and wide for a new leader. The university did not yet know who they were looking for, but they would know once they had found him or her. The world is ever changing, ever growing, and with the rate it was advancing, Clark-Atlanta would need a leader who knew how to advance just as fast, or else they would risk being left behind. Clark-Atlanta needed a leader who serves with joy, someone who is grounded in peace, decides with patience, moves with kindness, gives with generosity, abides in faithfulness, wields power with gentleness and self-control. We needed someone sent made especially for us who knows how to lead with love, no other than President Dr. T. French. Clark Atlanta needed a fruitful leader, and with this being God's plan, there was no timing like God's timing. Almost a year later, after the search began, Clark Atlanta had found their man. Congratulations.
Hello. Good evening. My name is Justin Dickerson, and I am a graduating senior, a history major. And I am blessed to have served this year as the president for CAU Choirs. When I reflect on Dr. French, I have always heard him speak to words about movement, rising sun, acceleration, momentum. And Philharmonic Society would like to say, as we are a school on the move, we would like to pray our blessings that God will keep you and bless you. Now the choir will sing, "The Lord bless you and keep you."
Wow, that was such a beautiful monologue and selection by the Philharmonic Choir. Can we give them another round of applause, please?
You know, Cameron, I'm thinking about it now, and it's one thing that we haven't done yet And I think it's just so important that we recognize our alumni, our faculty and staff, because without them, not only would this event not be possible, but our matriculation through this illustrious institution would not be possible. So we would like to recognize any of our alumni, faculty and staff, and even our friends that are gathered in support of this institution, to please stand.
Stand to be recognized.
Woo! Woo! Thank you for the work that you do in continuing the momentum here at Clark Atlanta University.
Next, we would like to recognize our student-elected leaders and royal court. Can you stand to be recognized?
Did you call SBA? And now, we would like to recognize our students. I want to do a roll call, Cameron. You ready?
Oh yeah, let's do it.
We heard them before a little bit earlier, but are the orientation guys in the house?
Are the members of the Divine Nine in the house? Oh, 6!
They're in the house, Cameron. I think we hear. I think I saw some red blazers in here. Can we have the Isabella T. Jenkins program scholars? Can you please? And Cameron, I'm going to be honest with you. I know I have glasses on, but it's really dark in here. But if we have any other organizations that are present, please make sure we know. Oh, yeah, our student athletes.
Men of CAU.
The ladies of CAU. Woo! We hope we didn't forget anyone, but once again, scholars, thank you for joining us to recognize our president, Dr. George T. French. So we're going to keep the show going for you guys. And now,
next we would like to briefly bring up our Mr. and Mrs. CAU.
And while they're making their venture up to the stage, I just want to share something that I feel like it's going to be embedded in my heart. First Lady French, President French, I will never forget taking you all's picture at the 2019 homecoming. I remember it so distinctly. I was like, oh my gosh, me? You don't even know me. I was a freshman at the time. Oh, and the cheerleaders?
All right. Good evening, everybody. How you doing? Well, I just wanted to, highlight the cheerleaders because they also need some recognition as well. But I am Omari Wines, the third Mr. Clark Atlanta University, a mass media arts major from Queens, New York City.
And I am Jada Jenkins, a graduating senior. Thank you. A graduating senior mass media arts major with a concentration in journalism from Newark, New Jersey, by way of Santo Domingo, Dominican Republic.
And I just wanted to personally reflect on how great of a president Dr. George T. French is, because I knew he was for the students the moment he stepped on this campus and the moment I was in this position and was so fortunate to work with him. I'll take y'all back to Dr. French, remember February before the Morehouse and Clark game when it was supposed to be, nobody was supposed to be there. So I realized that everybody wants to go. It was the biggest game of the year, right? So I call Dr. French. I'm explaining to him how the students want this to happen, and it's just such an important game because there's people who haven't experienced this, such as freshmen, sophomore, transfer students, whatever the case may be. So I call him, I tell him, I explain to him my opinions. He added Autumn to the call. Autumn was agreeing with everything. And I was just like, yeah, Dr. French, I feel like this would be good. And he was just like, he stopped me. He was like, listen, I'm doing this for the students. And just remember that. and ended the call. And I'll always remember that because it was like a mic drop. So it was really dope. So that just shows how, for the students, how he advocates for us and he puts us first. So just remember that.
That was a great story. I love that story. I have a story of my own. I'll be brief. So today, exactly a year ago, you know how your phone comes up with memories? So exactly a year ago today, I had a picture and the pleasure of meeting Dr. French and First Lady officially in my capacity as Miss Clark at Atlanta University. And they were sitting in the caf eating, and I was like, do I say hi? What do I say? What do I do? And I kind of just tiptoed and I said hi. And they got up immediately, gave me a hug. We took a picture. And I was really just reminded that if I needed anything at all, they would be there. And so from all of the times, all of the meetings, all of the dad jokes that you tell, you've been a pleasure to work with. First Lady and I actually collaborated on an event recently. It was a student business pitch, and I know that there's some students in here that was a part of that. So I just want to say thank you for always being so student-driven, and thank you for being the campus father. Thank you for being the campus mother. We really appreciate you. Thank you.
Facing the rising sun together. Now we will have a student presentation of dance, none other than the Marquise Shelby. Okay, we gonna come up here. I'm sorry, go ahead, redo it.
Good evening. I am not Marquise Shelby. I am going to introduce Marquise Shelby and give some words of encouragement to our president, all right? So, coming to the stage, everyone, we have Ministry Through Dance by Mr. Marquise Shelby. He is a graduating senior from the Theater Arts program here, and after I sit down, you will see him come forward. Today, they told me I should speak some life into President French today. And they also told me that one of your favorite songs is Take Me to the Alley by Gregory Porter. And when telling me that, a word came to mind about the word alley. And in doing so, the word darkness came around, darkness and weariness. And I realized throughout your life and tenure here at Clark Atlanta University, you probably have been faced with some darkness. Throughout the 2020 school year, you probably faced some darkness having to send students home in the spring semester. You probably faced some darkness in the 2021 school year having to shut down the whole campus. You had to go through some darkness telling people to put their mask up. You went through some darkness trying to make sure the housing crisis gets resolved. But in the midst of darkness, in the midst of calamity, in the midst of confusion, you did not stop there. You did not rest there. Instead, you did what we always do. You faced the rising sun. But not only did you face the rising sun, you looked up to the sun and you found an ally in the sun, the one that woke you up this morning, the one that started you on your way, the one that lets you see the sunshine of a brand new day. So, Mr. President, if I said nothing good to you, remember these words that Bishop Joseph Walker penned. If in your life you may be faced with, let me re-say that, Jesus. When your way, Mr. President, when your way seems dark and dreary, you don't have to worry because God is near. In your heart, you may face no wrong, but keep looking up and when your way seems dark and dreary, you don't have to worry because God is near. In your heart, there is no song. Just keep the faith and keep holding on. Turn your face down, fast and pray because Jesus will always make a way. There's a bright side somewhere. So, Mr. President, do not be dismayed, whatever betides you, because God will take care of you. Beneath his wing, a love abide. God will take care of you.
This is Take Me to the Alley, one mic, one take. Well, they build their houses in preparation for the king, and they line the sidewalks with every sort of shiny thing, but they will be surprised when they hear him say, take me to the alley, take me to the afflicted ones, take me to the lonely ones that somehow lost their way. Let them hear me say, I am your friend. Come to my table. Rest here in my garden. You will have a pardon. You will have a pardon. Take me to the alley. Take me to the afflicted ones. Take me to the lonely ones that somehow lost their way. Let them hear me say, oh, I am your friend. Come to my table. Rest here in my garden. You will have a pardon. You will have a pardon. Take me to the alley. Take me to the afflicted ones. Take me to the lonely ones that somehow lost their way. Let them hear me say, rest here in my garden. You will have a pardon. You will have a pardon. Rest here, lonely one, hungry one, tired one. Rest here in my garden. Whoa. Whoa.
Wow, that was such a powerful and interpretive dance. Next, we will have two monologues. The Man in the Arrival by Madison, and the monologue, the next one is The Hardship by Eternity.
The Man and the Arrival. Born in the city of the victorious Louisville, Kentucky, and raised in the same neighborhood as the late great legend Muhammad Ali, Dr. George T. French Jr. was no stranger to fighting for greatness. Forever an alpha man, a scholar, a mason, a pastor, a loving son, husband, and father, he has served valiantly in all aspects of his profound life. For 13 years, he was trusted by Miles College, where he led them dauntlessly. Upon arrival at Clark Atlanta University, he exhibited proficient qualities and undoubtedly demonstrated that he would do exceptional. In 2019, Dr. George T. French Jr. became the 5th president of Clark Atlanta University. He is ingenious and is dedicated to continuing the remarkable legacy of the world's greatest institution. Upon visiting Clark Atlanta University, Dr. French knew how sacred this great institution was. Its history is its foundation, its strength derives from its adversities, and within this rich campus encompasses the guidance of God who prevails. The vital representation of reimagining this illustrious institution is his Clark Atlanta University family. All to fulfill his purpose and promise of showing the universe that we are one exceptional university. Congratulations, Dr. French.
I was born by the river in a little tent. Oh, just like the river I've been running ever since. It's been a long time coming, but I know a change gon' come. Oh, yes, it will. Facing the right
son of our new day begun. Our daily ritual for centuries, wondering how God's sun shines through the darkness. Real light always shines somewhere. Reminiscing on cold nights, trying to decide where our education should be. Entering new chapters, joyously attending classes, faithfully, hopefully with new opportunities. It was all a dream come true. Life was good until COVID took lives rapidly, questioning our safety and normality. How could this ever be reality? When, where, how will we ever overcome this disease? Grandma tried to pray it away before the vaccine. Who can understand? Who can take on the task to lead by faith, by what we couldn't see vividly? The true mark of a leader is how one keeps internal peace and shares it within a storm. Who believes that divine purpose is always larger than man's plan. Dr. French accepted the call of duty to take a stand in effectiveness, sending students home to their families, praying for the safety of physical and mental health, along with caring for staff and faculty, assuming virtual training for proper class adaptation. He declared us to be on a mission to overcome. Doing so patiently, provided students with essential assistance, laptops, gas cards, cash, CARES Act, anything to smoothen the transition. A new goal emerged: to educate, engage, and enrich student learning no matter the unfamiliar condition. As Elohim turned the clock, it was written for Clark Atlanta's family to grow and go forward in solid position. Careful planning, more training, more cleaning, divine timing brought us together, home at last, with fresh vision. One exceptional university, one dedicated president, led by one true living God. We are thankful for the wisdom and all the lessons learned thus far upon these sacred grounds. Farther than the stars are our limits for the future. Congratulations, Dr. French. Those were wonderful. And we would like to also just take the time to give a special and warm shout out to our CAU TV team, because without you, we would not be able to see all of the magic happening tonight on these screens. So we thank you.
And I'd also like to share a short, brief story about a great memory that I have with President French. How many of y'all know that a crisis is different per person, right? And so when I started this doctoral journey, it's a 4-year program. And I went to financial aid, and they told me, Mr. Randall, you only have enough funding for 2 years. And I know I've been praying about this, and I was meditating on it, and God called me, and he told me, confirmed it. And I was like, okay, cool, I'm just gonna go and do it. And so I got to last summer, and I ran out of money. And I saved up all I could. I paid all I could. I even had faculty, staff members, actually sow seeds and give me money to actually pay my balance down. I got it down to $2,800. I was stressed. It was my crisis. That was my personal crisis. And so something just said, just be bold. So I ended up seeing President French and Mr. Burston just right after Dr. Jenkins' memorial service, walking down the promenade. And I just ran up on the president. I ran up on President French and just stopped them right in their tracks. I said, President French, I said, I'm in need. I need $2,800. And I was like panicking, sweating. And he just looked and turned to Mr. Burst and said, hey, Sam, take care of him. Something that was so major to me was just simple and just so perfect. Thank you, Mr. President, for that.
introduce the members. Right before read this. Oh, should we get the, hold on, we gotta get the check.
No, they gonna do.
All right, so let's read the pen. Or you gonna do this part? I'm gonna do this. So I'm gonna read this part first. The Perfect Vision campaign is sponsored by none other than Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated, alumna of Clark College, Atlanta University, and Clark Atlanta University. The organization was proudly founded to raise funding for the student scholarships and the general welfare of college. It is our privilege to donate and dedicate the student lapel pins today to celebrate the continued vision of Clark Atlanta University under the leadership of none other than Dr. George T. French Jr., and as a pledge to continue to support over the efforts of college, lifting lives and leading the way. Now we will have the distribution of the lapel pin.
And we have a special presentation by Ms. Billette Owens Ashford, class of '81, Dr. Michelle Rhodes, class of '85 and '92, Ms. Ray Warner, class of '98 and 2016, and Ms. Sherry Martin, class of '98.
This is Lex. Would you like to give a few words? Okay.
Good evening, Dr. French, Mrs. French, and the students of Clark Atlanta University. It is a pleasure to be able to present the student pins this evening. This is truly a historical occasion. You will be able to tell your children about the day that you sat for the inaugurational activities for Dr. French. He is certainly going to leave his imprint and his footprint on our university. We are so excited to have him. I had the pleasure of meeting Dr. French at the athletic CAU Booster Club's Hall of Fame for the first time. And I felt the energy and the creativity and the hope and the aspirations that he has for our university. I am truly satisfied with his leadership, and I am here to support him, and so are the sorors of Alpha Kappa Alpha sorority, as we are all alumni of Clark Atlanta University, and we want to see the students do well. So again, I want to say congratulations to the French family, because you don't do this job without your family. This is something, I had a friend of mine who went to a PWI, and they said, well, why is there a house on the campus? Why would a president want to be in the house, and why would they be in and out and on the campus all day? I said, because they join the family when they become a member of the staff. They know the students, they know the faculty, they know the grounds of the campus. And so we welcome Dr. French to the Clark Atlanta University family, and he will always be family. And so with that, thank you, congratulations, and we look forward to great things from you.
Thank you once again. We are here this evening to celebrate President French, but I have heard him share how important each of us are.
In President French's honor, we want everyone present to have a special gift to commemorate this day.
The gift is being passed out right now. What is it?
Your personal lapel pin, Autumn. Why do you wear the Clark Atlanta University lapel pin?
This pin helps me show my school pride.
Do you know the meaning of each element of the pin?
I see Clark Atlanta University's name and founding date.
Correct, but there is a little more information I would like to share with you and everyone else present. The date of 1865 represents the founding of Atlanta University. The date of 1869 represents the founding of Clark University, also known as Clark College. Both are our parent institutions. The torch and lamp of light beam brightly in our present institution. The book of knowledge is shared by all, and our dual mottos are encircling the institution. Autumn, what are our dual mottos?
So we have two. We have I'll find a way or make one, and culture for service.
We won an award years ago for having one of the most unique awards.
I'm so proud to wear my pin after learning all of these points. It's amazing.
There is an additional information about our seal and other cherished historical moments. Take time to visit the University History, Tradition, and Ceremonials office. I know that you will be greeted with a smile by Ms. Gaylyn Josho.
Let us all wear our pins with Panther pride. If you would like, you may all now unveil your package of your pin and place it on your shirts or attire. We would like to give a special thank you to none other than Dean Dr. Andre McKinney. We would also like to give a special shout out to Mr. Kafabian Hurd for leading this program. We thank you both for your efforts and for your leadership and student engagement as a team.
Next, we will have a monologue, The Future, by Mr. Talon Lancaster.
This is really not a monologue, but this is an opportunity and a monumental moment in this very time where it is that we get an opportunity to encapsulate our president with not only love, but with the Spirit of God as he continues to go onward and upward to take our institution to higher heights and deeper depths. The rhetorical question was asked, if it had not been, where would you be if it wasn't for the Lord on your side? If you were to think about that question right now, you would probably ponder and think about how you will be desolate, downtrodden, because it is you didn't have an interdependency in God. So we can say that this very moment has been brought about because of a God that has been transcendent above and in between time to bring this moment in time for us to come together in corporate prayer. So now at this time, I'm going to ask that we would all stand. I'm going to ask that you would find the nearest wall to your left or your right. I'm going to ask that we would get around the room, the perimeters of the room. Ask Dr. French to come center. Ask the SGA and Royal Court to kind of center around him as well. Once again, as we begin to serenade our president-to-be as he is being newly inaugurated. And before it is, we begin this moment of centering, this moment of corporate prayer. There are some words that I would like to share, being that I know that Dr. French loves black intellectual thought and liberation theology. He says on his book, The Meditations of the Heart, Howard Thurman, at page 63, "At center, I find my peace." He says these words. He says, how to get beyond one's challenge and troubles to the center of one's own spirit is one of the most formidable hurdles to serenity and inner peace. So as we lay hands on Dr. French, as we lay hands and connect with one another with our humanity, we are reminded of the divinity of God that has brought us to this very moment and has made this very moment to happen. Would you pray with me and assume the posture of prayer? Eternal, existing, and immanent God, we come thanking you for this moment. Thank you, oh God, for this special moment in which only you could have brought into fruition. Thank you, oh God, for allowing us to have a testimony that out of everything that we went through, that if God be for us, nothing can be against us. God, thank you that in the midst of what we face, the challenges, the complexities, and even the confusions, that you, oh God, have continued to carry us through what tried to carry us. In the midst of political upheaval and economic inflation and racial injustice, God, thank you for sticking true to your word that you'll never leave us, nor will you forsake us. Thank you, oh God, for sending us a man for such a time as this. God, continue, God, to rest upon him. God, continue to give him the wisdom and the understanding of Solomon to do what it is that you've called him to do. God, give him the sagacity and the tenacity and the expectancy of great possibilities of Clark Atlanta University in your name. God, allow him to know that you didn't just bring him this far to bring him this far, but God, you brought him this far to take him to where it is that he yet not knows of. God, thank you for giving him a partner like Lady French, God. And God, continue to bless their union. Bless each and every one of them in their household, from the crown of their head to the sole of their feet. God, allow them to know that wherever it is that their feet shall tread, they shall be blessed. God, thank you for giving us this illustrious institution, God, that is rested upon educating African American people, God, throughout the entire world. Thank you, oh God, for allowing us to get through this pandemic and the search and all that we've overcome to be in this very moment right now. For this, we give you the praise. For this, we give you the glory, and we give you all of the honor, because we know if it was not for you, none of this would have been possible. So now, oh God, we ask now that you would continue to give us the collective foresight and vision to follow this man of God that you've laid upon for this special hour. God, give him the faith. Give us the faith. Give him the fortitude and give us the fortitude. Give him the focus and give us the focus, so that we might be able to take our illustrious institution onward and upward in your name. Do we pray this prayer in the name that is above all names, in the matchless name of Jesus? Do we pray this prayer? Let everyone say amen and ashe. Now at this time, you can find yourself back to your seat, and we will conclude with this scholar salute ceremony. Thank you all so very much. And what it is that we have come together for is for Dr. George T. French. He's going to be giving us some special remarks, but now at this time I'm going to ask that you all would give him a round of applause as he comes now to give us his closing remarks. Thank you so much, Dr. French.
My man. Thank you, brother. Good evening to First Lady Dr. Bacon French, most certainly to the administrators, faculty, and staff here assembled, and most importantly to these students, to these student leaders, to these student organizations that actually gave the greatest demonstration of love. Greatest demonstration. And as my scholar who's heading to Harvard Divinity School made note of Howard Thurman, that great theologian, he also said there's a time when the deep calls out to the deep. And what I felt here and what my wife felt here was the deep calling out to the deep. I felt and we felt your love. Let me just be honest with you, Dr. Udoka. It is a symbiotic relationship when sometimes it doesn't seem symbiotic. sometimes as a leader, it feels like that you're giving unilaterally and you're giving. And then you have opportunity by black intellectuals, by scholars, by the lovers of God, for you all to put on a salute to your president like this. This is a demonstration of black excellence. And we just want to say thank you. And yes, we are here on a mission. I want to be very clear about it. I want to be unapologetic, and I want to be bold about what I am about to say. We just buried President Thomas Winston Cole Jr. President Cole had the formidable task of consolidating, as was noted, those great institutions. It was not easy. It was a challenge. And some said that it would never work. This whole Clark Atlanta University thing would never work, Tom Cole. They said it will not work. The debate went on for over a year as to whether or not this was an initiative, a demonstration that would work. But Tom Cole and his wife, Judge Brenda Cole, they committed and gave the whole of their life, their health, everything they had, their blood, sweat, and tears to making sure that this enterprise succeeded. I want you to know that we are here for the purpose of proving that this enterprise worked and will work. That's why we are here. Make no mistake about it. You all are researchers and upcoming researchers. And you know for a fact that you reach conclusions not just by coming up with a hypothesis and saying this is the hypothesis and you go with it and put it in the dissertation. You have to do the research. And you have to test the hypothesis over and over and over until you begin to see a pattern, right? So what I noticed about higher education, there are some parallels as between higher education and the church. And what you see in the church is when you have mega churches, somebody listen to me. When you have mega churches, the empirical data indicates that they do well when the founder, the initial founder, is still there and alive. Unfortunately, when that initial founder leaves, those institutions declined inevitably. The hypothesis is not tested over and over and over, then to be accepted. I'm here to tell you that Thomas Cole put forth a hypothesis. And I'm here to let you know that we are going to prove that hypothesis, and that is why I am here, to make sure that we go all the way to the mountain. We're not going halfway up the mountain. We are going all the way. Student success, resources. That's right. I am so sick and tired of folk running around Atlanta talking about Clark Atlanta University is broke. We are the farthest thing in the world from broke. And we need to leave that mentality, Dr. Bacon French, we need to leave that mentality wherever it came from when we were going through difficult times and we weren't spending money on anything, not on students, not on facilities. Well, guess what? It is a new day. We are going to keep our students first, and we're going to spend that money and then go get some more. Okay? So yes, I am a student-first president. And my heart was just, when I look at Cameron, when I look at Autumn, they get here, they stand, and they represent black excellence. And it makes me want to say, yes, I've got to go out there and get some more money. Yes, I'm going to walk to the corporate boardroom, and I'm not going to walk in there with my head down. Please, master, will you give me something? No, I am the president of Clark Atlanta University, and I'm looking for some investment for my students because that's who we are, Clark Atlanta University.
I mean, Cameron, I know we came up here and we had to deliver on this program, but I will say that what we just heard, and for those that are viewing at home, what you just heard from our president, I'm lost for words. I said, Cameron, President French, he done popped this collar. He's serious. This was just a wonderful program, and we thank you, and we thank everyone who was able to attend in good health. But now, just like Black folks say, it's time to eat.
Oh, yes.
So we would love for you all to join us outside for our beautiful reception, and thank you all once again. And let's just get another round of applause for President French.
Thank you.
Honesty, trustworthy, unconditional